Hi guys, 18 Dapper here and welcome to the latest match day preview. For this Saturday's fixture, it's Doncaster Rovers versus Newport County at the Eco Power Stadium. Let's get the video started. So guys, welcome to the latest match day preview, Doncaster versus Newport at the Eco Power Stadium this Saturday. All being well, there is a cold snap coming, hopefully it doesn't hinder this game. Talking about colds as well, I don't know if you can tell with my voice, I'm currently on my second cold in as many months. Hopefully I can get through this video without having to edit out too many coughs and splutterings and things like that. But usual stuff, if you are an existing subscriber, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and continuing to support the channel as the seasons have gone on. If this video has brought you to the channel and you like the content, please consider clicking subscribe and getting involved as well. If you're a Newport County fan, please get involved in the comments down below and let us know about your club. And if you want to get involved in the fans thoughts on the match day vlog, I will be loitering around the away end around an hour before kickoff. So if you see me, feel free to come up and get involved in fans thoughts and give us your opinion on your club. If you are new to the channel, this is a format that will go through match previews, look at previous meetings between the two clubs, current form across all competitions. I say a few words about a Doncaster Rovers player and then I give my opinion on the opponent's one to watch. So Newport County's key man in my opinion. Obviously, if you know a lot more about Newport County than I do, get the player who you think should be mentioned in that section in the comments down below. And then we finish the video off with three predictions: the predicted team lineup thanks to FanHub, the predictions league table that me and the family do, and then my all important score prediction at the very end. So without further ado, let's get into previous meetings. Doncaster and Newport have faced off a total of 47 times in our history, and Newport just have the edge, winning 20. Rovers have won 16 and we've shared the spoils on 11 occasions. But drilling down into the more recent 5, it's fairly even with 2 wins apiece and a draw as well. We go back to the 16-17 season and it was a win and a draw for the Rovers, and then the 22-23 season it was a 1-0 win for the Rovers, but then we got turned over at home 3-1. I'm hoping that it's not that scoreline tomorrow. And then earlier this season, another scoreline that I'm hoping not to see in the favour of that, in the favour of Newport County, was 4-0. Absolute hammering early on in the season. It'd be nice to repay the favour tomorrow. But with that said, obviously it's tough to call with it being so even over the last 5 with the 2 wins each and the draw. Current form doesn't really tell much of a story as well. Fairly even on this. Rovers coming into this one with 2 defeats, a draw, a win and then a defeat last time out. Newport on the other hand, a defeat, a win and then 3 draws coming into this. So Newport may have a little bit more confidence coming into this one, being unbeaten in 4. For the Rovers though, a continuation of our hit and miss season. Last time out with a disappointing defeat against Harrogate, who are doing well this season and are a bit of a bogey team for us. Yet to register a victory against them competitively in the 4 games now that we've played against them. Plenty of chances created for us though. Throughout that game we just simply weren't clinical enough. Far too many shots off target and then defensive naiveties once again costing us points in the game. The game should have been dead and buried according to the majority of reports in the second half, and then Harrogate go and score the second game and we never look like getting back into it, unfortunately. We have bounced back a number of times this season though, and with us being so close in the table to Newport, I think this is a very important game for the Rovers to get 3 points in, especially at home where we have been better overall this season. Moving on to Newport, I'm hoping that they have one eye on the FA Cup replay at Eastleigh. It's an amazing draw for either of those clubs that goes through the 3rd round with a 4th round tie at home to Manchester United. Obviously Newport will be wanting that to be at Rodney Parade and not at Eastleigh, which will cause some chaos if it is at Eastleigh, I believe, with the capacity. But yeah, I think Newport may be resting a few players in the hope that they go to the FA Cup replay fully fit, fully energetic and looking to get through to that 4th round. So potentially one eye on the FA Cup coming into this one. But I do believe if Doncaster play the way that we can and that we've seen them do fairly well every now and again this season, I think it is a good opportunity to get some points. Newport have beaten struggling Forest Green in their win. That was a 4-2 win at home, and then managed to draw against a very good Crewe team 1-1 again at home, but then drew 1-1 against bottom of the table Sutton, and then obviously drew at Eastleigh against Eastleigh in the FA Cup as well at home. So I think there's potential at getting at Newport in this one, but it's certainly not a gimme. No game in League Two is. A win for Newport will obviously give them confidence going into the replay, but it'll also move them 6 points clear of Doncaster. So there's plenty on the line in this one, even though it is a mid to bottom end of the table clash. But yeah, for me, very important for the Rovers to try and get 3 points to keep hold of those above us and not really get cut adrift from that middle of the table pack. On to player profile. So for this one, I've gone with one of our new signings, Jay McGrath. 20 years old centre back. He's our first permanent signing of January. Hopefully he's not the last, we will see. But it sees Jay come in on a 2.5-year deal from St Patrick's Athletic in Ireland. Jay does have Doncaster links with his dad previous playing for us. John McGrath played for us during the between 2003 and 2005, and Grant has positive words to say about Jay. Says he's strong, physical, can handle the ball, left-sided centre back, but there's still plenty of development in him. So welcome to the club, Jay. I hope to see you in the red and white hoops soon, making our current defence look a little stupid, and hopefully you hit the ground running and make us a little bit more solid at the back and get hold of the ball and start to bring the midfield into play. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what you're made of and what you can give to the team. On to the opponents, one to watch. So for Newport County in this one, obviously at the start of the video I said if you know your club much better than, well, you do know your club much better than what I do. So if you disagree with this, get your player for the one to watch in tomorrow's fixture in the comments down below. But for this one, I've gone with Will Evans, 26 years old, left winger. I'd love to see him in a Rovers shirt. Plenty of experience in football, 274 appearances, 70 goals, 25 assists, but I think you couldn't really overlook Will this season. 17 goals across all competitions. He is the third top scorer in the league with 15. He won Newport a lot of points this season, so he could be one of those players that the rest, I certainly hope he is. But if he's on the pitch, he's got bags of ability and he can really hurt us going forward. So for me, the one to watch for Newport tomorrow is Will Evans. Moving on to the predicted team lineup. So this is thanks to FanHub. If you've not downloaded the app yet, please go ahead and do so. Plenty of features to get your teeth stuck into, and you get rewarded for following your club. I do the team lineup mainly and the FanHub 5s. So yeah, get involved and it would be great to see you on the app. But my predicted lineup for this one, I've stuck with the 4-4-2 from my last prediction. It would be nice to see us remain a 4 at the back and kind of try and pack that midfield a bit, but still keep 2 up front. So I've gone with Jones in goal, a back 4 of Sterry, McGrath, Bailey and Senior, a midfield 4 of Molyneux, Close, Rowe and the new signing Carty, with Ironside and Fall up front. That may be the 11, who knows, with the new signings coming in. I believe Olawu is suspended, that's why I've got McGrath and Bailey as the centre-back pairing. We will see when the confirmed team lineup comes out tomorrow how close or how far away I am. Moving on to the Predictions League table. So if you're new to this, me and the family predict the scoreline for every league game. If we get it spot on, we get 3 points. The outcome of the game right, but not the scoreline, we get 1. If we get it completely wrong, it's no points. And the family were confident going into Harrogate. 3 wins were predicted from my dad, Chris and Max. I predicted a defeat, but I didn't get the 3-1 scoreline. I went with a 2-1. So that gives me 1 point, and it pulls me further away from Max in second on 12 points, Chris in third on 11, and Dad still yet to get to double figures, rock bottom on 9. I think I'm bringing the trophy home, getting a bit more confident as we're now beyond the halfway point. We will see. I might not get another one right. And that takes me on to my score prediction. In fairness, I hope this prediction isn't right. We need a win, so you know that I'm not going with that. It's going to be a tough game. Obviously, Newport coming into this one off the back of 4 unbeaten, confidence going into the FA Cup replay. They'll be buzzing with the 4th round tie, so I think they'll be fairly confident coming in, and they'll look back at their 4-0 hammering of us earlier in the season and they'll be wanting to do the exact same tomorrow. I hope they don't. I hope we bounce back from the Harrogate game. I hope we convert some of our chances and get a few more on target. I think it's going to be an entertaining game. I'm going with a good old Desmond 2-2. We will see if that is right. I can't see us keeping a clean sheet. Hopefully we get a couple of goals at home. So Rovers 2, Newport 2. We will see how close I am on that as well. So that's where I'm going to leave this video. If you've enjoyed it, please stick a big thumbs up on it for us, please. Comments in the section down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.